5 supplements you shouldn't take and 4 you should. In times when having good health seems increasingly rare, whether due to the modern lifestyle or the poor quality of many foods, the supplement and pharmaceutical industry takes advantage of this vulnerability to make big profits. Using aggressive marketing strategies, many brands try to convince you that if you don't take this or that product, your health will be at risk, or you'll never have the body of your dreams. The result? Thousands of people spending fortunes on supplements that are not only unnecessary but in some cases can even harm your health. That's why in this video we're going to help you separate what actually works from what's just hype, revealing the 5 supplements you shouldn't take and the 4 you should, making it very clear which ones are a waste of money and why, and which ones are really worth the investment, all based on science and proven benefits. Let's start with the list of ones you shouldn't take. Number 1. Calcium. Calcium, although an essential mineral for bone and dental health, is easily obtained through diet. So if you have a balanced diet rich in vegetables, that's already enough to meet the daily needs for this mineral. Another reason not to resort to calcium supplements is that when it's consumed through food, calcium is naturally regulated by the body, being absorbed or eliminated as needed. A valuable study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association revealed that people who used calcium supplements for more than 10 years had a higher risk of plaque buildup in the arteries, which can lead to heart attacks. This happens because calcium can deposit in the body, especially in the absence of essential fat-soluble vitamins that direct the mineral to the right places, such as vitamin D3 and vitamin K2 helps remove calcium from the bloodstream, transporting it to the tissues, while vitamin K2 removes calcium from inappropriate areas, like arteries, and directs it to the bones, where it's actually needed. The problem is that most people are also deficient in D3 and K2 while consuming excess calcium, whether through dairy products, reinforced by the belief that milk is good for the body, or through calcium supplements with daily doses between 21 and 42 ounces. If you've already consumed high doses of calcium and are concerned about the impacts, an effective strategy is to balance that intake with a good quality vitamin D3 and K2 supplement. This combination can help improve arterial health, reduce artery stiffness, and promote bone health. Number 2. Iron. Unlike women of childbearing age, who may have a greater need for iron due to blood loss during the menstrual cycle, men generally maintain stable iron stores throughout life. This balance is enough to meet physiological needs without additional supplementation, as long as the diet contains moderate sources of iron, such as meat, beans, and green vegetables. The problem with supplementing iron without medical guidance is that excess of this mineral in the body can be toxic. The human body does not have an efficient mechanism to eliminate excess iron, and this can lead to a condition called iron overload. This overload can result in damage to the liver, pancreas, and even the heart, increasing the risk of diseases like liver cirrhosis, type 2 diabetes, and heart failure. Another critical point is that iron supplementation can mask or worsen underlying problems. For example, low iron levels can be a symptom of chronic blood loss, often associated with conditions like gastric ulcers or cancer in the gastrointestinal tract. If you supplement iron without investigating the cause of the deficiency, you may delay the diagnosis and treatment of a more serious condition. Besides the health risks, taking iron supplements unnecessarily is literally throwing money in the trash. The body won't use that excess iron, and you end up buying a product that, at best, will have no effect, and at worst, can harm your health in the long run. Only with a confirmed diagnosis of iron deficiency and medical guidance does it make sense to resort to supplementation. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because in times when lying to make money rules the internet, having access to the right information is what will help you thrive in the long run with good health. Number 3. Multivitamins. In most cases, these generic multivitamin complexes don't deliver the promised benefits. Many of these formulas include nutrients in amounts poorly calculated for different age groups, genders, or health conditions. Often, the doses are either too low for certain nutrients to have any therapeutic effect, or, on the other hand, so high that they may cause long-term side effects. Additionally, some nutrients present in multivitamins compete with each other during absorption. For example, calcium and iron are poorly absorbed when consumed together, which compromises the supplement's effectiveness. Another important point is that many multivitamins contain low-quality or low bioavailability versions of certain compounds, such as magnesium oxide or synthetic forms of vitamin E, which are poorly absorbed by the body. This causes part of the nutrients to be wasted, eliminated through urine, creating a false sense of health and effectiveness, while the body remains deficient in the nutrients it actually needs. The big appeal of multivitamins is the promise of simplifying nutrition, presenting themselves as an all-in-one solution to meet nutritional needs. However, another issue with this approach is that by taking a multivitamin, you may be ingesting significant amounts of nutrients your body already has in adequate levels. This overdosing can lead to toxicity of minerals like iron and zinc, which can overload organs such as the liver and kidneys, as well as disrupt important biological processes. Number 4. Soy-based supplements. Soy is one of the most widely genetically modified plants in the world. It contains significant amounts of substances that mimic estrogen, known as phytoestrogens, which may pose potential health risks. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed more than 76,000 women over 11 years and identified a higher incidence of estrogen receptor-negative breast cancer associated with soy consumption. High levels of these estrogen-like compounds can be especially harmful to people who have previously battled breast cancer or who have a family history of the disease. For men, soy-based supplements can be problematic due to the presence of isoflavones, which are phytoestrogens. These compounds mimic estrogen in the body and can interfere with male hormonal balance, potentially lowering testosterone levels and affecting reproductive health. Additionally, excessive intake of isoflavones may be linked to negative impacts on thyroid function and metabolic processes. Given this, the consumption of soy-derived foods and supplements should be avoided, especially by men and also by women who belong to higher-risk groups. Number 5. Pre-workout. Most of these products are essentially an expensive blend of caffeine combined with other ingredients that are often underdosed or of questionable effectiveness. The main active ingredient in pre-workouts is almost always caffeine, a cheap and widely available stimulant that can indeed boost focus and energy. However, when you buy a pre-workout, you end up paying a high price for something that could be replaced by a cup of coffee or isolated caffeine, which costs a fraction of the price. Besides caffeine, many pre-workouts include compounds like beta-alanine, citrulline malate, and creatine. While these ingredients do have some scientific backing, they're usually offered in doses too low to be effective, serving more as a marketing hook than as real contributors to performance. This means the consumer is paying a lot for substances that don't deliver what they promise. Another critical issue is the high dose of stimulants in many pre-workouts. For older men, this can be especially dangerous, as high doses of caffeine, synephrine, or similar compounds can cause side effects such as increased blood pressure, heart palpitations, insomnia, and even serious cardiovascular problems. Now let's move on to the 4 supplements you should take. Number 4. Magnesium. One of the most evident benefits of magnesium is its effect on muscle and nerve function, helping prevent and reduce cramps, as well as improving muscle contraction and relaxation. In the nervous system, magnesium works by regulating neurotransmitters, which helps improve sleep, reduce anxiety, and increase overall relaxation, essential aspects for well-being as we age. In addition, magnesium is crucial for heart health. It helps regulate heartbeats, reducing the risk of arrhythmias and other cardiovascular problems. Its ability to relax blood vessels contributes to lowering blood pressure, making it an important ally in controlling hypertension, one of the main risk factors for heart disease. To ensure maximum effectiveness, it's important to choose bioavailable forms of magnesium, such as bisglycinate or citrate, which are more easily absorbed by the body. Number 3. Omega-3. Although foods like salmon and sardines are good sources of omega-3, supplementation is a practical and effective way to reach the ideal recommended levels. For heart health, omega-3 is widely studied and proven for its ability to lower triglyceride levels, which, when elevated, are associated with a higher risk of cardiovascular disease. It also helps control blood pressure, improves blood vessel elasticity, and reduces systemic inflammation that contributes to the development of atherosclerosis. These protective effects make omega-3 a crucial tool in preventing heart disease. In the brain, DHA, found in omega-3 in particular, is an important structural component of cell membranes in neural tissue. It helps maintain the integrity and functionality of neurons, promoting efficient communication between brain cells. Studies suggest that adequate omega-3 intake may reduce the risk of cognitive decline, improve memory, and even help prevent neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. The recommended daily supplementation amount of omega-3 is, on average, 35 to 70 ounces of combined EPA and DHA. Number 2. Vitamin D3. Vitamin D3 is essential for various bodily functions, standing out in maintaining bone health and strengthening the immune system. Its main source is skin synthesis stimulated by sun exposure. However, work routines that take place mostly indoors, like in offices, limit this exposure, resulting in insufficient vitamin D levels in many people. This deficiency is concerning as vitamin D plays a crucial role in calcium absorption, which is fundamental for the formation and maintenance of bones. Inadequate levels can lead to osteoporosis, a condition characterized by brittle bones and increased risk of fractures, especially in older men. Beyond bone health, vitamin D is vital for the immune system. It modulates the immune response, aiding in defense against infections and in the prevention of autoimmune diseases. Studies indicate that adequate levels of vitamin D are associated with a lower incidence of autoimmune diseases such as type 1 diabetes and multiple sclerosis. The recommended daily dose varies depending on age, but for adults, it generally ranges from 24 to 32 international units. Number 1. Creatin. Investing in good quality creatin is definitely a smart choice and worth every penny. Creatin is a substance naturally produced by the human body, mainly in the liver, kidneys, and pancreas, and it plays a crucial role in energy production. However, the amount our body can produce, combined with dietary intake, is not enough to fully saturate creatin stores in the muscles. That's why supplementation is highly recommended. For men over 50, creatin stands out as a powerful ally in the fight against sarcopenia, which is the gradual loss of muscle mass associated with aging. Regular creatin supplementation helps preserve and even increase muscle strength, improving functionality and quality of life. The benefits of creatin aren't limited to muscle health. Recent studies show it also plays an important role in brain health, helping improve memory, mental energy, and even cognitive processing in older individuals. This is because creatin is essential for supplying energy to the brain, which is one of the most energy-demanding organs in the human body. A common concern about creatin is the belief that it can cause side effects like kidney overload or even hair loss. However, these concerns have no scientific basis. Extensive studies on healthy individuals have shown that creatin does not harm the kidneys when consumed in the recommended doses. That means 0.1 to 0.18 ounces per day. As for hair loss, there is no direct evidence that creatin contributes to it. And if you want to learn about the 13 most common mistakes people make when taking creatin that render the supplement useless, we've got a video showing up right now on the screen talking all about that. Thanks for watching, and may God bless you, my friend.